Hi, my name is Sonal Sharma and I'm working as functional consultant with BISP Solutions. In the series of ARCS applications video, today we are going to cover creating and preparing reconciliation. Reconciliation compliance module is our first module of ARCS application. Today we are going to learn how to create a reconciliation and what would be the flow or the steps to complete a reconciliation. First of all, you need to go to the application and through application, you start creating a profile or you can select any created profile. With that profile, you can exactly create a reconciliation through action button. Going to action button and select create reconciliation. After creating reconciliation, the reconciliation can be created for that particular profile. One by one, we are going to see the steps. When creating the profile or setting up the profile for any particular period, you are going to create any such profile or any new account combination or manage preparer or reviewer assignment for this. Here, you need to attach any format which would be created by the administrator for that particular profile. You need to assign that particular profile with format. Here you need to understand two things. The period must be open and the format must be created when you are creating the profile. After creating the profile, you need to select that profile and go to action button and select the create reconciliation and the reconciliation will be created. For any missing reconciliation, if you want to check it, you need to go to the period section and there you can find out any missing reconciliation which is missing reason behind. There is something which is incomplete in those profiles or those reconciliations. Prepare account reconciliation. Preparation of account reconciliation, actually the reconciliation is created by the administrator, whereas after creation of that reconciliation, in case if it is auto reconciliated, then in that case it will automatically approved or submitted. Whereas in case of any manual reconciliation is required, in that case a particular notification or email sent to the preparer and that created reconciliation will be reflected in the reconciliation list of the preparer. For that, you need to take consideration that the period is open. Here you can see I had given a brief idea in a normal way, but now I am showing you in the practical portion. So here you can see you can create the profile or select any created profile, go to action button and then create the reconciliation through this. The another way to create reconciliation is to go to the period section and select any open period and go to the action button and select the create reconciliation. For that particular period, all the profiles attached to it will be reconciled. Through this, you can create the reconciliation. Now, preparing reconciliation. Reconciliation preparation is done by the preparer. Here, the preparer needs to give explanation towards any unmatched or any reconciliation pending with it for manual changes. There are three methods of reconciliation we are working on. That is, first one is balance comparison, account analysis, and variance analysis. In all these three cases, three methods, the reconciliation, auto reconciliation, and manual reconciliations are same for both the modules. Here you can see preparer where preparer can see the reconciliation created by the administrator. I will show you one by one the things over here. As the administrator will create the reconciliation through this profile and then create the reconciliation through this action button. And you can also see the created reconciliation in the created list from here. These are the reconciliation as you can see which are created. There are some of the reconciliations are open with preparer. Okay, so now this is created by the administrator. Now we are moving to the preparer and see how the created reconciliation will look like. For that, I am going to log in with the ID of any of the preparer. So here I am taking this user ID password, and we can see the reconciliation over here. Here, there are three modes of reconciliation you can see. The first one is work list. Through work list, you can see which are the reconciliation made. As you can see here, this is for the December period, and you can see these are the reconciliations shown here. Also, you can see the summary way that how many reconciliations are there, how many late, and according to organization's view. The another way to see the reconciliations are from reconciliation list. Okay, so this is as you can see, this is the recently created reconciliation created by the administrator. And the third one is through dashboard. Through dashboard, in the overview, you can go and see the reconciliation, whether created, completed, or incompleted. There is a view by which mode you want to see, in which way, like organizational unit wise or risk rating wise, you can see that how many reconciliation has been done, complete or incomplete. So through on clicking on this, you can see the reconciliation from here. Okay, so this is, you can see the reconciliation. Now, these are the three ways to go to the reconciliation. Now, preparer is going to give explanation for particular reconciliation, particular differences or variances arising in any of the method. So, in the case, the balance comparison method, if there are two systems, like one is source system, the second one is subsystem, and if they are not completely matched. In the case of unmatched transaction, preparer needs to give explanation on this particular difference. In the account analysis and in the variance analysis method also, in case of any fluctuation, the preparer is required to give the explanation if it is not auto reconciled. Here, the preparer has two options. One is here the preparer can give explanation through adjustments into, if it is, as you can see, this is the balance comparison method. That's why there are two ways or two systems where he can perform the explanation or provide the explanation. And after that, he needs to go to submit button. Like here you can see the actions. You can submit the reconciliation once giving the explanation to it. He can also reassign the user. It cannot be done without without approval of the administrator. He can request for reassignment. Suppose he is not available, or he is not able to perform the reconciliation due to any reason, he can reassign this to any other person, or these are the options, and he can submit this through the submit button. This reconciliation, that explanation, with that explanation, that reconciliation is automatically uh, sent to the approver, the reviewer, who is going to approve. Here, these are features you need to have a look over. That first one is property. This is going to give you the complete detail of that profile for which we are creating that reconciliation. Here you can see the second was instruction related to any of the profile you are going to reconcile, or any of the data, any instruction. In case the administrator want to provide, he can provide the explanation instruction here. The third one is alert. If you want to create any alert for the suppose administrator want to give any alert or message to the preparer, reviewer, or any of the party, it can be seen here. The workflow, that who is the preparer, who will be the reviewer for that particular reconciliation, can be seen from here. Any warnings that can be mentioned here. As you can see that this reconciliation what we are going through is 261 delay, and there are two agings and two adjustment to subsystems. Now the next one is attributes. If you want to provide any attribute given by the administrator can be seen here as well. Any question if asked by the administrator, that can be seen here, and the preparer can give answer of those questions to here. In case of any attachment requirement, if preparer want to explain the unmatched transaction or the reconciliation variances, if he want to make any attachments, he can provide the attachments from here. Any comments anyone wants to add, that can be done from here. And you can see a prior reconciliation, in case any of the reconciliation previously made for this particular profile can be seen here in this series. And the last one is history. Here you can see that all the activities for particular time period, that who was the administrator when he created that reconciliation, to whom it is sending, and whether copying the transaction or creating any alert, or what is the status of that reconciliation, that can be seen here. So this is basically the preparers has the option to perform the reconciliation. Okay, so now we are going to create a particular reconciliation, preparing any reconciliation from here, which is already created by the administrator. Suppose we are giving the explanation for this particular reconciliation, as you can see. So here the adjustment already made, that can be done by the prepare. So we had already covered this point. Now moving to the next, as you can see how to prepare reconciliation by the preparer. I had covered all these options in the practical of the app while doing the applications. Now, checking the missing reconciliation, you can check the missing reconciliation from two ways. The first one is through period, on going to period, and there going to action button, you can see any missing reconciliation can be seen from there. The another way is through reports. In the configuration, in the home page, you can go to the reports and select any of the reports for reconciliation, compliance, or transaction matching. For both the modules, there are predefined, pre-built reports are there. You can directly go to them and select. Like you can see, the missing reconciliation report can be seen from here in any format, in the PDF or CSV or in Excel. In any way, you can generate the report from here. The last topic for today is adding attachment. The preparer, when going to give explanation for any of the reconciliation created by the administrator, he is going to perform the explanation in any way. Like he is going to make any adjustments, or he can also give explanation through comments or through a proper in question answer way as well. But there is an option of adding comments or adding attachments, as you can see where it was when I was telling you the options here. You can see here, you can see any of the attachment if it is as per the need of the explanation. To justify that explanation, preparer wants to add, he can add attachments from this particular tab. Another one thing which is important here is when creating the profile, at the time of creating the profile, when we are providing the rules, in case the rules, or uh, if you can say instruction, when giving the instruction part, in case if the administrator give instruction that no manual reconciliation can be done without attachment, in that case, if the preparer is going to give explanation here and want to submit it without any attachment, it is not allowing the preparer to submit this button. So this is the whole scenario of basically how to create reconciliation, how to check the missing reconciliation, and how to provide attachment. So this is it for today's video. Thank you.